Good day, everyone. In our previous lesson, we discussed construction materials and learned how to obtain representative samples through proper sampling procedures. Sampling is important because it ensures that the specimen we test truly represent the entire batch of materials. So for today, we are going to move to the next step of quality control process, which is the material testing. Before we can perform any laboratory or field test, we must first become familiar with the testing apparatus and equipment. As future civil engineers, you should be able to recognize these tools, understand their functions, and know how they are properly used. So imagine this situation. You are a newly hired civil engineer assigned to your first construction project. A concrete truck has just arrived and everyone is preparing for the concrete pour. Suddenly, your project manager tells you, Engineer, kindly check the slump before we proceed. So, at that moment, would you know which equipment to use? Would you know how to perform the test correctly? So, this is why familiarization with testing equipment is an essential skill for every civil engineer. There are many pieces of equipment in laboratory and on the construction site. If you cannot identify the correct tool or do not know how it works, you may perform the wrong test or obtain inaccurate results. So this situation shows that testing equipment is more than laboratory instruments. They are tools that help engineers make correct technical decisions. Knowing them is part of your professional responsibility. Under this unit, so at the end of this lesson, you should be able to first explain why testing is important in ensuring quality, safety, and compliance. Classify testing equipment according to location, testing nature, and operation. Identify the common testing equipment used for concrete, cement, aggregates, steel, and asphalt. And lastly, apply laboratory safety practices, including the proper use of PPE and understanding the importance of equipment calibration. Testing equipment is often called the truth teller because it provides objective measurement instead of assumption. For example, is this concrete strong enough? Is this reinforcing steel ductile enough? Are the aggregates properly graded? So without testing, engineers would simply rely on guesswork, which can lead to unsafe structures and costly failures. So by having equipment, we can answer those questions. Then we go to the four major reasons why testing is essential. So we can say testing is non-negotiable. Why? Because first, with regards to quality control, testing confirms that material comply with standards such as ASTM, ACI, PNS, and DPWH specifications. So sila talaga yung makakapagsabi if yung materials ba is na-reach, for example, yung concrete, na-reach ba niya yung required strength niya? Yung reinforcing steel bar, na-reach ba niya yung required na tensile strength, and so on. So, second is all about safety. So, using substandard materials can result in structural cracks or even collapse. Third, it reduces errors. So, testing identify problems before construction continues, saving both time and money. And lastly, it finally builds confidence. So, test reports provide evidence that the project meets the required specifications. There are three ways to classify testing equipment. So first, by location, next by testing nature, and last is by operation. So under by location, meron tayong mga equipment na nakalagay lang sa laboratory, and meron naman tayong equipment na kailangang dinadala sa field or sa site. Next, we have testing by nature. So, testing by nature can be destructive testing or non-destructive testing. So, pag sinabi nating destructive testing, ibig sabihin lang nun, portion ng structure is masisira. Pagka sinabi naman non-destructive, so, gagamit lang tayo ng equipment na pwede itutok lang dun sa structure nang hindi siya masisira. Next naman is by operation. So, dito, we have the manual equipment. And next naman, we have the digital or automated equipment. So, isang magandang halimbawa siguro dito is yung ginagamit natin for shib analysis. So, sa manual, meron siyang parang kagaya sa bike na pedal na iikot-ikot mo para ma-shake yung ating mga shim. So, sa digital naman or automated, so meron lang siyang on-off button and then automatically, masishib niya na or masishake niya na yung ating mga shibs. So, next we have the equipment by material. So, this is a quick reference. So, nandito, lahat ng mga common construction materials. We have concrete, aggregate, cement, steel, asphalt, and some general materials. So, nakalagay din dyan what are the purpose of each test and the required equipment on each test. So, as we go along on this course, syempre, magkakaroon tayo ng particular na discussion about each common construction materials. In that given time, we will discuss the purpose of each test and particularly discuss each equipment. So moving along, let's just discuss the key equipment for concrete and aggregates. So first, we have the universal testing machine. So, it measures tensile, compressive, and flexural strength. Next naman is the slab cone. So, this is for concrete, wet concrete. So, it measures the workability or consistency of fresh concrete before placement. Next, we have the rebound hammer. Rebound hammer is a non-destructive testing device used to estimate the in-place strength of hardened concrete. And lastly, we have the Los Angeles abrasion machine. So this evaluates the toughness and abrasion resistance of aggregates. So na nagkaroon tayo ng tour sa ating CE laboratory, nakita niyo naman na yung ating universal testing machine, slab cone, and the rebound hammer. Itong Los Angeles abrasion machine, yan, wala tayo niyan sa laboratory. Next naman, here are the key equipment for cement, steel, and asphalt. So for cement, we use the BCAT apparatus to determine the initial and final setting of cement. Next, we have the Rockwell hardness tester. So this measure hardness which relates to strength and wear resistance. And next, we have the Marshall stability machine. This evaluates the stability and flow of asphalt mixture. And last, we have the nuclear density gauge. So this is commonly used in the field to determine the density and moisture content of compacted soil or asphalt. So dito, itong kulay yellow, ito yung nuclear density test. Ito namang isa is yung sand cone. So parehas sila ng gamit. So, ang pagkakaiba lang nila, digital na tong nuclear density gauge. Ito namang sa sand cone, ikaw mismo yung magpukay and then magsusukat, magtitimbang to determine the density and moisture of a soil. So, next, we have safety. So, palagi natin sinasabi, safety first. So, dito kasama na yung mga PPE and hazard awareness. So, testing equipment must always be used safely. So, we must always wear the required personal protective equipment. We have safety goggles, glove, laboratory coat, and steel-toe shoes. Pero sa ating laboratory, safety goggles and gloves is actually enough. So, safety goggles kapag ka nagtetest na tayo ng concrete and RSB. Then gloves din naman kapagka nagbubuhat na tayo ng sample and yung paglalagay natin ng sample na bakal dun sa UTM natin. So, mas mainam kung tayo ay naka-gloves. So, never operate equipment without proper training or supervision. So, always inspect the equipment. Check its calibration and report any defects before using it. So, pagpasok nyo nga lang sa CE Laboratory, meron na dong safety guidelines. So, before we start, pwede nyong basahin. Yun. Okay? So, to summarize our today's lesson, always make engineering decision based on test results rather than assumption. Safety should always be your first priority. We must learn how to classify testing equipment correctly. So remember that every construction material should be tested before acceptance. Finally, testing equipment is more than laboratory tools. It prepares our commitment to quality, professionalism, and public safety. As future civil engineers, your responsibility is not only to build structures but also to ensure that they are safe, durable, and compliant with engineering standards. So that's all for today. Next discussion naman natin is all about paggamit na ng universal testing machine.